Good afternoon from a very sunny, bright and quite pleasantly warm East Yorkshire. Today, Friday, October the 14th, I believe it is. I think it's the 14th today. Went into the shops today, I went to Asda, and there is a distinct notice in the drop of fresh vegetables. Not an alarming drop, but it is noticeable. Things are spread out a bit and one or two things are missing. I also noticed that mashed potatoes, tin potatoes and tin vegetables, especially peas, carrots, mixed veg, that type of thing, butter beans, they're in very, very short supply. In fact, I also didn't have any mixed veg at all. I got these little tins of peas and carrots from B&M. I also picked up some instant noodles whilst I was in B&M. Most of the yellow label stuff is flying off the shelves in Asda. I did manage to get a couple, some mushy peas and some garden peas. There wasn't many tins of potatoes left. I just took two. The instant mash, the packets, there were some left, but there was only one cardboard tray of it, and I thought, well, I've got quite a few at home, I'll leave that for someone else, so hopefully someone else will be able to dip into there and get some mash. Now, I don't know if it's because there's a shortage coming through, generally because of transport, whether it's because the crops and things are starting to hit through, or if people are just becoming more savvy. They're actually starting to think, we might have to take this a bit serious and start buying an extra tin of this and an extra tin of that. I hope it's the latter, and I hope that's what they're doing. Obviously, not so good for us as preppers, but we want everybody to to have something in stock. We want them all to have something to be able to feed the bloody families with. And it looks like maybe the tide's turning and people are starting to finally pick stuff up. I'm hoping that's what I saw from in there. Because I say we just don't know what's around the corner, and we've got to plan for everything. And with that in mind, I'm going to do, while I was in B&M's, I picked up a head torch, a small hand torch, I think, it says on them, £7 a piece. And I also picked up two of these glass, don't break any, Hurricane candle holders. So you've got the pillar candle in there, a nice holder, what's not going to go anywhere. It's glass, it's going to throw out a lot of light. They were £4 each. So I picked up two of them and moved them out the way because I'm a clumsy bugger, I'll knock them off and break them. And I've decided this weekend I'm going to try an experiment. There's only me here, so I'm going to do an experiment where I am going to turn off my electricity. Well, not literally turn it off, because I don't want my fridge and freezer to be off and everything in it ruined. But I'm not going to use any electricity. No lights, no microwave, no cooker, no kettle, no toaster, nothing. Nothing electrical. The only electrical item that will be running in the house is the fridge freezer. There'll be no heating, nothing. And I'm going to try and see what it's like from midnight tonight. Well, I'll be in bed by then. But from tomorrow morning, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, until I go to bed Sunday night and get up with Monday morning, I'm going to try and go 48 hours with no power. Now, I know the government has said we're not going to be out without power, but you can guarantee we will be, even if it's only for 2-3 hours. What I'm doing is an absolute, obviously, total worst case scenario, and I'm going 48 hours without power. Well, that would be horrific, but I'm going to do it. So there'll be no lamps, there'll be nothing. I'm going to rely on what I've bought, what I've in stock. I've got my flask, I've got my little Trangia spirit burner for cooking. If it gets cold enough, but I don't think it will, and I shall just put on another jumper or a fleece when I'm sat in here. I can always put on my emergency heating system using my plant pot. It's not going to be a problem, but I want to try it out. And I don't want to wait while the day when I have to do it for real. I want to get a bit of experience in beforehand, see what works, see what doesn't, what do I need, what else could I do with, what could I do better. You know, the usual thing, trial and error. And there's no better way of trialing and error than bloody doing it. So I shall do that over the next, well, from midnight tonight, 24 hours. I will take some video. I mean, if it's during the day like this, fine, you'll be able to see great. But I will take some video during the evening as well, the night, when I just got candle power, etc. Just to, but I won't post each one because I won't have no computer, will I? I won't have no internet, I won't have no router because I have no electric. So once it's all done with, I'll stitch them all together and load it up as a video, which might be of interest to a few of you. Might not, might be. But it's certainly something and food for thought, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching this, and I'll speak to you on the next one. So, bye for now. Take care.